I just told you in a very nice way. Now let me just put it blatantly to you. The program targets the birth of new babies. So once you have your baby, before your baby leaves the hospital, you no longer get a paper birth certificate, but then you get a digital one that is somehow implanted somewhere on somebody's body. Think about that, but have a listen to this.
The digital ID, which has been a big problem to us for a very long time, is now on a testing mode for the next 2 months. I have been assured by all the stakeholders, led by the ministries concerned, that by December we will be able to launch digital ID, where every Kenyan don't have to carry any paper, plastic or otherwise, as an ID, that they should be able to be identified digitally using their iris or their fingerprints, and we can transact without the necessity of people struggling to identify who they are. And the proudest part of it is that we don't have to spend the billions that we have spent on all the other manenos, as all of you know.
We're taking things that are, genetically modified organisms, and we're injecting them in little kids' arms. We just shoot them right into the vein.
Kenya is in serious trouble. Now, for you to accept this, that means you're going to be completely surveilled and controlled. Think about it. So they have targeted the new babies, of course, even the ordinary citizens, the grown-ups, the young ones, the teenagers, and even the elderly ones will receive this digital ID.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
What if we made people pay us for using their own money? Yeah, look, they work all year, and we take a third of that shit for no reason. Oh God, it's genius, oh God. We can have people hire people to have to tell them what the fuck is even going on. And they're still not gonna know. We can really tax these niggas on everything if you think about it. You make money, tax. You spend money, tax. You save money, tax. You fucking die, nigga, tax. It's a fucking genius. We can make broke people pay the most. Buy the car, tax. You drive the car, tax. You park the car, tax. Everything. Everything! Oh, you bought a house? That's crazy. Pay me forever. Oh, you just made some bread? That's crazy. Give me some. It's not stealing if we give them a receipt. We'll call it tax, but it's really just a subscription to society.
Hey, dummy!
You're sounding the alarm
Yes.
for people that don't understand what the fuck is going on.
So here, I've pulled it up for you here, yeah? So there's the video.
Yeah.
I don't know if your camera can see that, but
No.
there's the video. There's him speaking about it.
The G7 is launching a set of public policy principles for retail central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Central bank digital currencies could be a digital version of money, a bit like a digital banknote that could be used alongside...
Right, so that's the guy who runs our economy in the UK. His name's the Chancellor of the Exchequer. And here is the article. Bank of England tells ministers to intervene on digital currency programming, yeah? And here's a quote from the article. This is in the Telegraph, the one he pulled up, but it was behind a paywall, so I'll just read the quote. Digital cash could be programmed to ensure it is only spent on essentials or goods which an employer or government deems to be sensible.
Holy shit.
Now, I'm going to take it one step further for you, Joe, right? So the vaccine passport infrastructure is in place. But now we know that the vaccine doesn't stop infection or transmission, but the checkpoint Charlie exists everywhere. They bring in digital banking, central banking digital currencies. You've got a scenario now that you're checking in and out everywhere you go using vouchers that are programmed, and you can only spend where you're told you can spend them. There's another word for that, man. That's called the Chinese social credit system. That's what it's called. And anyone who watches Black Mirror will know what I'm talking about. That's that TV show, right?
Yeah.
So what they are telling us, and when I say they, who's they? People in power. That's the head of our economy, the Chancellor of the Exchequer, second most powerful person other than the Prime Minister and maybe the Foreign Secretary in the UK, right? He's telling us, I just played it there for you, he's telling us that's what he, as the UK, the head of the G7, want to bring in for the G7. So a scenario where, like in New York at the moment, because the passport infrastructure is in place, you bring in that digital currency and you've got this total control. And if I'm speaking to you the way I'm speaking now, and my employer or government, you heard that in the quote directly, yeah, deems me as saying or doing something inappropriate, suddenly I can't actually pay to come here and speak to you anymore. My digital currency won't even pay for the ticket because it will be known that I'm coming to speak to you. Sorry, your vouchers don't allow you to purchase that ticket to go and speak to Joe.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Once the digital ID is in place, it's game over for humanity.
Digital ID mandatory for the right to work.
Australians won't have to pull out their licence at the pub anymore under a gold standard digital ID being developed. Government Services Minister Bill Shorten is today unveiling the new initiative. It means when you enter a club or hotel, a digital token will be sent to that business to verify you are who you say you are without transferring them your data.
Are we doing this? Because we believe in making things better, faster and more convenient for everyone in Canada. By adding citizenship information to Alberta's driver's licenses and ID cards, we're taking a proactive step toward ensuring that only eligible citizens cast ballots.
Hey, dummy!
The real problem is not the high taxes themselves, but the fact that they are not even really funding the government. So who's financing the government? Government is financed by treasury bonds. And who buys the treasury bonds? Mostly the Fed. And how does the Fed buy them? By printing money. But what backing does the Fed have for that money being printed? The treasury bonds themselves. So basically, you finance the government by printing money out of thin air. Someone could ask, well, so if the government can print the limited amounts of money, why would they need taxes for? The answer is simple, but it's very shocking. The real problem is that you pay high taxes only to uphold the illusion that you are funding the government, which you are not. The government is funded by money printing, paper backed with paper, a bubble that will inevitably burst.
Labour is pushing digital ID hard and they say it's going to control migration, but France and Germany have digital ID and they've got record migration, so that's a lie. They also say it's going to control the black market economy, but the whole point of the black market economy is that you don't get asked for your ID, so that's a lie as well. So if it isn't going to do the things that they say it's going to do and why they want it, why do they want it and why are they using threats to implement it? Starmer said very clearly and menacingly yesterday, you will not work in the UK if you don't have a digital ID. So I won't be able to work, feed my family, house them over my dead body. Try it, Keir. So we already have a national insurance number. You cannot, without that number, get a bank account, rent a house, hire a lawyer for anything. You can't do anything without a national insurance number. So we have the security that we need to check our ID. So if it isn't about security, what's it about? It's about surveillance and control. It's right out of the UN's Agenda 2030. There was a dry run in COVID. Do you remember COVID where you couldn't eat out, get on a plane, go to university? For some people, go to work without flashing your QR code on your phone. Well, let's extrapolate that a bit further. You dare to criticise migration or net zero. You dare to say that a man cannot be a woman. By the way, he can't. And you dare to raise the flag and be proud of it. You might find yourselves very quickly via your digital ID penalised. And already we have 35 people a day in the UK who are being arrested for offensive speech. So the next step on from here is digital money. I've been saying it for ages, it's coming. Your wages, your savings, your spending, your travel, all linked to your digital ID. Step out of line, say something they don't like, and they will switch you off. No travel, no car, no spending, no life. This is the Fabian autocrat's wet dream, headed by Tony Blair. And if you agree to it, you are agreeing to shackle yourself to a life without an ounce of freedom henceforth.
Hey, dummy!
A lot of shit pissed me off. Like, we got
this digital currency going around. Now, everybody been talking about getting on into Bitcoin, getting into cryptocurrency, but they're not understanding what it's really going to entail, right? Everybody's comfortable using their digital wallet, using your phone to access your um, uh, ATM, using your phone to access paying for things online and in the stores. Yeah, it's all good. It's easy. Simple. See, it seems like it's going to be easier. It seems like it's going to be simpler, but when they start establishing these type of boundaries with what you can do with your own currency. Like the same thing they're trying to do with your car and stuff, registering it and can't have it in this. You can't just drive your car to New York and keep it there for 6 months without registering. You can't just drive to LA and just keep your car there from New York or wherever, from a different state. That's all I'm saying. You're going to be monitored and everything's going to be recorded. All right. So once they start establishing things like toll, they established toll, they said it was for this reason, and now it's just infinite. It was for building the bridge. It was for paving the roads. It was for niggas for us to get money now. It's not for your benefit. It's for their pockets. This is going to constantly happen because people are greedy. They're not trying to help out the betterment of human society. They're trying to help out their own pockets. And these people will keep on soaking the average person for their couple of dollars until your ass is dry. They don't care that you can't afford your rent. They don't care that you can't afford your car note, your insurance, your this or your that. They're trying to drain you as much as possible. If they feel like you could pay $5 in gas, nigga, they gonna have you paying $5 in gas. If they feel like you can pay $9 in eggs, they gonna make sure you be paying $9 in eggs. If you gonna keep on getting taxed without any kind of representation and not say anything about it, they're gonna keep on taxing your ass because you ain't say nothing about it. Just imagine if you was a street pharmacist, right? And you were able to give a dude a different price at a high ass price for whatever you were selling, uh, uh, almost quadrupling your money. Would you stop quadrupling your money, or would you keep on taxing him until he says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, I could find this for a cheaper price"? You got to think about who you're going against. You're not really in alliance with these gas companies or big pharma or these grocery stores. You're not in a line with these people. You can't even go get a free goddamn apple for 30 cents to make sure you could feed your family. You can't get nothing for free. So why do you think they're on your side? You can't get a handout. I mean, I'm not saying you need to be looking for anything for free. I'm saying that if you think they're on your side, you got shit fucked up. They're into making more money. That's all it is. Would you relinquish control once you have it? Would you relinquish power once you have it? See, I was just talking to one of my white homies and he was asking me, damn, bruh, why white people ain't giving niggas they fair shot? Would you even the playing field when you got the upper hand? Cause you care about a person, cause you like a person. What the fuck? Let's be real. If you have absolute control over a situation, would you relinquish control to somebody else so they can do you in? So they can take advantage of you in any type of way? Fuck no. You're gonna make sure you eat and you win and your people win. That's just how it is. It is what it is, man. Sounds we ain't having like I'm subscribed.